Some of the biggest impediments to modernizing our electrical transmission infrastructure really lie within the regulatory rules and laws and processes that we have in this country. And one of the primary hurdles or barriers to realizing transmission investment is in how we go about planning the transmission grid. We have made significant progress in this country when it comes to planning and having input from all of our various stakeholders and planning with our neighbors. We've seen incredible progress on that front, but we need to continue that momentum. And we need to continue to drive to require and mandate transmission planning with our neighbors in broader regions. Because as we talked about, as we're building the transmission grid for the future to access those remote areas, those rural areas where the wind blows or where the sun shines, we have to have rules and processes that allow us over a multiple state area to plan together and to determine how best to realize the transmission that's needed to move generation to our load centers. Perhaps the other big impediment that we need to continue the conversation around is how do we pay for the transmission grid? We all would agree that the grid needs significant, meaningful investment. And as is always with infrastructure, how do we pay for that? And in this country, we have investor-owned utilities, we have cooperative utilities, and the access to the financial markets is not the problem. There's robust capital in markets to bring and realize transmission investment. It really is about how do we have the regulatory rules and process that allows us all to participate and to realize a transmission project. So for my perspective, the biggest hurdles are always around transmission planning, cost allocation, and if we can solve those two issues, then I think we can move on to the conversation about how do we get it sited. Siting continues to be a big challenge. However, in our company and our business, I think it's one of the things that ITC does extremely well because we work with our local communities, we work with the citizens in those areas where we are looking to build transmission. And we drive a conversation because we want to ensure that our transmission infrastructure and assets, not only does it get the power to where it's coming from to where it's going, but we do it in the way that's most sensitive to the communities and the neighborhoods by which we pass through.